Hey everybody, welcome back. CALLOUS Invitational 3, Grand Finals, Game 4. Triangles came out to a commanding 2-0 lead. Asta must rattle off 3 in a row, and he has rattled off 1. Here is the second game that Asta must win, and even if he does, it'll simply force a Game 5, but let's do one thing at a time. Can Asta win here and force that 5th game, or is this the final game of the tournament? Is Triangles the CALLOUS Invitational 3 champion? That could be what happens at the end of this game. Let's find out. Triangles, once again, for the 4th time, is on the bottom, and he's got a Swampert lead against the Metagross lead that Asta has liked throughout this set. He has led that repeatedly, and it's going to be a substitute for Triangles. Calm Mind is the Celebi switch in. Ice Beam, 28% through that specs increase. This is very dangerous for both players here, but Triangles thinks it's more dangerous for him, and he gets out of the way. Giga Drain comes down. I almost wonder if this is a Super Celebi. He goes Calm Mind here. See what Regice wants to do. Goes Ice Beam. That's got Stab behind it, so it still does 36% through the double boost, but Celebi can start hitting it pretty hard with HP Fire. Here comes Meta just in case there's a boom, but Triangles doesn't take the bait. He simply goes for Thunder Wave. Metagross considered one of the best counters in the game for Regice, and we've got ourselves, much to Jabba's delight, we've got ourselves a Charizard in the Grand Finals, folks. And Asta needs to be very careful against that dangerous Pokemon. It's going to sub up here, so even if Aerodactyl breaks it, he's got to be careful of either a Blaze Range Fire attack or simply a Focus Punch. It is, in fact, a Blaze Range Fire Blast, but unluckily, he's going to miss. Instead of a Rock Resist, it's actually Tyranitar that switches in here. Interesting. It's still going to do a decent chunk, 36%. Very offensive team, it looks like, for Triangles this time. And he's going to get his own Swampert that we know has sub in against the Asta Swampert. Celebi comes in at this point. Hydro Pump chunks it, 20%. We know that the Celebi has Giga Drain, but we also know that Swampert has Ice Beam here, so they both might be a little weary. Triangle's obviously a little more weary since he'd be instantly KO'd by that Stab Giga Drain. However, it's going to bounce off the Regice, doing only 16%. Celebi at 50%, not wanting to take a Stab Ice Beam here, that is for sure. But instead, they both switch, and we get the Charizard in on Tyranitar from Asta, previously unrevealed. Here's Breloom from Triangles. This is looking like a very Undisputed-esque offense team. There is a critical hit Rock Slide there for Asta. Metagross comes in. That's still paralyzed from before. Sky Uppercut chunks it. Neutral damage, 44%. Not bad at all. Meta does not have leftovers here. Swampert comes in. Meteor Mash, 47% is huge damage, and he gets an attack raise, but he's paralyzed here and has to be careful about Earthquake. Substitute. Meteor Mash, I don't know why I said Earthquake there, because, you know, Swampert, but we know that that's not the case. This is a Salic Berry variant, and Hydro Pump there in Torrent range is going to be enough. The first knockout of the game goes to Triangles. Asta dips down to 15 seconds of real time before deciding what to do here, and Hidden Power from Aerodactyl is going to be enough. Last Poke Jirachi, this is very much an undisputed kind of team that Triangles has busted out. And here is Dugtrio. Nice catch from Asta. Gets it in on the Breloom, who will instantly die to Aerial Ace. Earthquake might be good enough. He's got a Mach Punch surprise there. Gave him an out of possibly getting a critical hit, but he didn't find it. And there is the Aerial Ace knockout. Tyranitar comes in. That is obviously safe from Aerial Ace, but Asta does have the 5-4 lead. Pursuit is going to kill Dugtrio on the way out with the switch bonus, making it a 4-4 game, and now Swampert has re-entered the fray. Seeing Pursuit might make you think he has HP Grass. He's got to be a little bit careful here. He's not afraid of it. He stays in, goes Hydro Pump, misses on Regice. Wouldn't have done a lot with that big special defense, but every piece of hacks matters. Hydro Pump comes down this time 26%. Ice Beam way more back, 43% with that big special attack stat and the stab behind it. Hydro Pump 22% this time, and Boom is simply going to result in a trade. We've got ourselves a 3-3 situation here. Aerodactyl looking dangerous. Here is the Tyranitar coming down. Is there an Earthquake? No, that's Hidden Power fighting. Hidden Power Bug or Flying would not have been enough, but he gets him with the 4x weakness with the surprise value Hidden Power fighting on Aerodactyl. The tech is coming in clutch. Fire Blast will get a revenge kill, but Aerodactyl again is going to be so dangerous. Asta goes a different way, however. He goes to his Tyranitar. It has shown only Rock Slide. Hidden Power Grass there, 33%. Rock Slide going to rock Charizard's world, pun intended, and only the Jirachi remains for Triangles. Will it be enough in this situation, or are we going to a Game 5? Thunderbolt fishing for a desperation paralysis. Doesn't find it. Dragon Dance here. T-Tower very dangerous. +1 Earthquake gets the crit. And there is the knockout. Asta down 0-2 is going to rattle off 2 in a row and send us to a decisive Game 5. That is coming up next. Do not go anywhere. Rate, comment, and subscribe.